and most importantly, accountable. It also means that the government is expected to be honest and vigilant stewards of public resources. The Kenya Revenue Authority has come a long way. It has in commendable ways played its role of collecting revenue from far and wide, and thus enabled the government of Kenya to meet many of its national, including international, obligations. But as I mentioned during the annual Taxpayers Week, Kenya Revenue Authority has some way to go in becoming the fit-for-purpose National Revenue Administration agency that Kenya needs at this point in our development journey. Although there is steady growth of revenue mobilized by the authority over the years, it remains far short of our potential. You heard me mention the other day that we are collecting around 15% of our revenue from taxes as a percentage of GDP. Countries who are peers to Kenya, I remember giving examples of, South Africa, Morocco, Tunisia. They collect between 22 and 25%, actually 28% of GDP. The management, board and management of KRA you need to ask yourselves, how come we are collecting 15% of GDP while our peers are collecting 25% of GDP? That's the question that must exercise your minds, both in Treasury, at the board level, the senior management, and the staff of this great institution. At a time when the state of our national finances is not good, especially in the context of the radical measures that must be undertaken urgently to transform the country and the economy, KRA has remained lackluster in its performance. I say so because I am speaking to you now from your abode. Although tax revenue has grown steadily in recent years, the tax base remains far short of its full potential. The authority continues to maximize collection from existing taxpayers through processes and technologies that sometimes belong to the bygone era, including disruptive stoppages of revenue-generating operations, summary actions, time-consuming, laborious, and inefficient assessment methods, and a flagrant penchant for intimidation through arbitrary prosecution. KRA must acquire a new image. You must build a new image, an image that when people come to Times Tower, they don't come here trembling. They come here looking forward to being served. Additionally, I must tell you, collusion, wanton bribe-taking. Let me repeat that. Collusion, wanton bribe-taking, and general corruption continue to pervade operations of KRA, facilitating tax evasion, massive leakages of potential revenue, and inability to meet revenue targets. You know what I'm saying is true. You know what I'm saying is true. And I'm going to repeat it again. collusion, wanton bribe taking, and general corruption continues to pervade the operations of this organization.